You know, in between camps, I do lift. I do like to bodybuild. You know, my dad's a former bodybuilder and stuff like that. So I do like to bodybuild. But moving away from the bodybuilding in camps is one of the best things I ever did because I'm a lot looser.
Yeah.
I'm lighter on me. You know, I move better. So yeah.
Listen, with bodybuilding comes that territory of performance enhancing drugs and steroids and talk around that. And we've seen plenty of fighters pop for that kind of thing. We've seen accusations come your way around that kind of thing. What's your response to some of the fighters that are saying that you're cheating?
So everyone knows back in the day that I was competing as a bodybuilder. But I never competed. I was training to compete. You know, and I openly spoke about it on my social media. You know, I hadn't fought for 7 years, and I wasn't planning on fighting again. You know, I've had 2 fights this year, but before that, I had 7 years out. You know, and I was I've always been a sponsored athlete because I was always in my mind going to compete in something, you know. I always have done, you know. Before fighting, it was football, you know. After football, it was bodybuilding, you know. And then I found the fighting, you know. Excuse me. But I openly speak about anything and everything, you know. I don't add nothing from me. If someone chooses to follow me, you know, I'll openly tell you about my vulnerabilities, my insecurities. I'll tell you that I'm an addict. I'll tell you that I'm a recovering addict. I'll tell you that I'm a mental health sufferer. You know, I talk about all this stuff, you know. And when people started to see me getting bigger, I was looking well. You know, I went up to 120 kilos. I had nipples bulging out of my head, you know. So who am I not to give my followers, you know, the whole truth, you know? So I openly spoke about using PEDs, you know, in my bodybuilding career. I openly said, yes, you know, I'm taking this, I'm taking that. You know, these are the supplements that I take. These are the PEDs that I take. I always spoke about that, you know.
And they
the
just
moment I decided,
make you more muscular so that you can hold water.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's not that, mate. Like, look, at the age that I'm at now, you know, trying to compete as a bodybuilder, I wouldn't have done anything. Now, anything I put my mind to, I always want to strive to be the best. Now, whether I get there or not, that's up to God. But I know I'll always give everything 100%. Now, when I chose to compete as a bodybuilder, I started to take PEDs because I wanted to stand on that stage and become the best. That's what I wanted to do. You know, I was working under a lot of professionals. You know, Mike Hines was my my dietitian, my nutritionist. You know,
is it for the fans that don't know? Is PEDs completely illegal in bodybuilding in competition?
Well, I mean, look, I don't really speak to other bodybuilders. I don't really speak. I mean, look, my coach will always tell me how to train and what to lift and what to eat. You know, the rest is up to me. You know, so I do my own research around that. You know, now when I decided to do my own research, I decided to take PEDs. Now, in the bodybuilding world, it is like sort of forbidden to talk about it, but yeah, fuck it, innit? You know, I'm always going to be honest with my followers. You know, I think I owe it to that. You know, I'm not looking to be a massive content creator or a massive social media fucking warrior. You know, what I do enjoy is, you know, having the followers that I have and openly speaking about anything and everything because I think I owe it to them. I mean, being honest and open is helps me keep what I am, helps me keep what I have. You know, and it helps me stay true, not just to everyone, man. Because to be fair, I don't owe anyone anything, but I owe myself a lot, you know, and I only keep what I have by giving it away freely. So I'll always speak about, you know, openly and honestly about anything that I choose to do. So the bodybuilding stuff, when I took the PEDs, when I finished taking the PEDs, you know, it was when I decided to fight again. Now, when I decided to fight again was 2 years ago. You know, BKFC were messaging me. They were asking me to fight again. So I was like, when I decided to fight again, I spent a full year doing bloods every 3 months, getting my testosterone levels back down. I took HCT to get my testosterone levels back to normal. I finished on a TRT, then I went on HCT, and then bam, I come off everything. And then at the beginning of this year, and all this year, I've never took a thing regarding PED. I've always just stayed straight, and I've always just focused on fighting.
Mm.
You know, I do all the necessary things now. You know, the Shilajit, the CMOS. You know, I do
Yeah.
everything I can. You know, to keep my.
How do you feel when you come off the PEDs? Then do you feel,
Well,
you know,
no, I felt
we've seen
I felt
fighters
all right.
come off of it, or I won't name names, but for actual fighters, that there's a lot of talk that they've come off of it and they start getting knocked out.
Well, listen, I'll name a name. Perfect example: Vita Belfort.
Who?
Vita
Oh yeah,
Belfort.
yeah.
Now, there's a prime example of what someone can achieve when taking PEDs correctly, and when he comes off them. Look what happened when he come off them. Now, for me, you know, fighting at that level and taking as much gear as he took, because it was clear to see that he was overdoing it. You know,
Yeah.
which he was, and then and when he come off it, he didn't do it correctly. You know, he's just come off it and decided to keep fighting because of the money. Now, what I did was I spent a full year getting my body prepared for the BKFC.
Yeah.
You know, regarding supplements, regarding my body,
Yeah.
regarding bloods, testing. I did everything correctly
Yeah.
to the point I knew that I could come back as a clean athlete. You know, with my bloods all normal. You know, I've just had my bloods done yesterday. My blood results have come back. Everything's normal. My testosterone levels are a bit not as high as an 18-year-old, but the normal, the way they should be as a 38-year-old. You know,
Yeah. Is it
all
is a
my
test? Is a testing? Is it regular in the bare knuckle world?
yeah. You get before you fight, you get a full medical. You get your bloods done, piss tests. You get everything. You know, so if I was, I don't listen to these accusations, mate, because in fact, you know what I do? When someone says, when I post a video on Instagram, someone goes, "Oh, steroid dead," I take it as a compliment because I think I must still look fucking good. You know,
It's brilliant that you can talk about it, though. Honestly, I've got a lot of respect for you that you can just talk openly about it.